Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Craft to Exile Dissonance. Now we are back once again in the tropics. I have been hunting just ever so slightly. If we take a look here, I have 4 out of 12 Ashen kills. I figured I'd go ahead and pad those kills just a little bit between episodes. But I wanted to pop you guys in because I came across this. And it looks like one of the towers, but I noticed that it looks like it's fallen over. You can see part of it down in there. But it looks like one of the teleportation towers that's crumbled. And this is a structure we've never found before. And so I wanted to be sure and show you guys this. Or at least, check it out on camera, since it is our very first one. And it does look like there is a waystone here, so we're going to take that. Let's just call this, Tropics Crumble Tower, I guess. Just because it's kind of different and unique. So we're going to go ahead and take that. We'll take the iron. Wasn't there another chest? Or was there just... Oh, there's just the one chest. Okay. Okay, so maybe not that exciting, but it is the first time that we've come across it. First time that we've come across it, so... let's just pop over. I think we might have more luck. I was coming across Ashen, but it wasn't. Basically just because navigating those mountains is kind of a nuisance. It was funny though, right after I cut from the last episode, we had just finished up, went around a mountain or a hill there, and wouldn't you know it, I come across 3 tropic skellies just right there together. After all that looking for so long last episode, just come across them like it was nothing. We do have a little bit of rain, but it'll pass soon enough. Now, one thing I do want to do before we cut for just a moment, let's go ahead. Let's grab this. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our drink mixer. Which we probably won't use that much. It's for making some of the, varied drinks from Tropicraft. And then we are going to get ourselves an air compressor, which will be used with the scuba gear. Scuba gear is kind of nice, but the thing is, once again, within this pack, it's like you have to really try to drown. So I don't know that we'll necessarily use it, but we'll see. Alright, now hopefully the game doesn't hate me here, because my luck, now that I actually need Ashen, I won't be able to find them. But I'm hoping that that's not the case. I think we might head for these mountains. There's less, I find these, I think, they can spawn in those other areas, but there's so many passives that spawn that they tend, I guess, to take all the spawn count. So I tend to have more luck, I think, with the Ashen in these areas. Because there's just not as many passive spawning, I think. But at the same time, it takes longer to navigate these areas, so I don't know that it's really the better option. Oh, I finally found one. It has taken me a very long time to find one. Just to find one. But I'm still on the hunt at the moment. Night has come and passed. I was hoping to come across one of those structures, those big trees. Because of course there generally is an Ashen spawner inside of those, but I didn't mark that one that we found, and I only ever found that one. And no luck so far, but I knew as soon as I actually needed them, it was going to be a nightmare trying to find them. And also I noticed that running around in the jungle, I wasn't finding mini mobs at all. And as soon as I started coming through new chunks and actually generating new chunks, I started finding more. Oh, that looks like it could be one of those big trees. Oh, don't kill him from fall damage now. There we go. Now, where did the other one go? Because there was one more, I thought. Unless it just despawned. Which is kind of looking like that might be the case. Okay, these should be our last two Ashen. Right here. This one and that one. There we go. Quest completed a local encounter. And now we have to kill iguanas. And of course now I'm going to start finding a bunch of Ashen. Oh, look, two more. What do you know? Now, I don't actually need you guys. Though they will chase you for an extremely long time. Luckily our zombie can act kind of like a decoy. So, I'm not for sure how many iguanas I need. But we do get 250,000 XP in a weapon crafter's crate there. We have to kill 12. Zircon and 200,000 XP there. Okay. Now iguanas tend to be a little bit more common, and you tend to find them in packs. So this quest should be a bit easier, to be honest. But once we get this, I think that'll be our last kill quest that we've got to do. I've been finding a ton of these, and it kills my soul. Because now they're like super common. And it took me forever to find them before. Now the scale armor, I'm going to have to check the recipe for that. But that might take a little bit of grinding. Really, I probably should have been killing all the iguanas on site as we encountered them. But I was like, well, we got to kill 12 and that should be fine. But I don't know, that scale armor might be an actual nightmare. Because it takes, yeah, it takes these scales, which are actually kind of rare. We have one. Oh yeah, we're going to be grinding iguanas. I should have been killing them this whole time. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. But at least they come in packs normally. That one, I suppose, died from fall damage. Somewhere. So I'll just hold on to this one and kind of keep an eye on it. We're going to need quite a bit. There's some iguanas way down there. If I can get this, though. I've been mining this just because we can use it to make really awesome axes. And what's nice is those axes should double as lumber axes too. Oh, there's a scale. Where did that other one go? Oh, he went around the corner here. And another scale. Oh, nice. If we can stay this lucky. But yeah, I've been passing up iguanas like ever since we got to Tropicraft, because I was like, well, we'll just kill them. We don't need a bunch of leather. We'll get it with the kill quest. It was a bad idea. After these two, we're only going to need one more kill. Oh, but I've only gotten 3 scales from these 12 kills. But that's okay. Iguanas are easy enough to hunt, and just means we'll just stay moving all the time. That way we're encountering them. But yeah, if you're coming to Tropicraft for the first time, kill them on sight. Haha, scale. And quest complete, skin peeling. Oh, actually it was just for getting iguana leather, which I had a little bit in here. Okay. I thought it was for getting kills. We're going to get some iguana leather, some experience, and an armor crafter's crate. Legendary medium gear treasure box. Gives you hidden fire resistance bonus. You can get scales from iguana. Actually, I think that was the armor, right? In that one pack, there was like an armor that was some kind of scale armor. Maybe it was the fire? I don't know. I'm not for sure, to be honest. But this right here, you can see this is a zircon block up there. So, we're not going to mine for it because we got tons of zircon. We don't really need it, but that is a zircon block up there. I'm going to kill this guy. And I don't see any more in the immediate vicinity. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that. Oh, what was that? We got a flaming cloth shirt, unidentified rare cloth slippers. Okay, nothing too crazy, but we are going to need to do some gear here shortly. But at the moment, what I would like to do is let's take a look at the scuba gear. It's going to take pains. I do have some pains on me. Okay. Iguana leather, yellow dye. Is there a flower? I'm sure. Because we actually need quite a bit of yellow dye for this. And it's got to be the yellow kind. I'm sure there's a flower. If worse comes to worse, I'll just let a creeper explode. Actually, I think those right there. But the tropical creepers, they can explode and they make a bunch of flowers around them. So if you're ever looking for flowers, you can try that. But I think these flowers make yellow. The yellow hibiscus. I would think so, right? Yeah, this makes dandelion yellow. But I think altogether we are going to need 2, 6 dye. Now what about canna? Yes, we can make yellow dye from that as well. And we get 2 per. Okay, so at this point, we can go ahead and get our scuba gear. Oh. That. And that. There we go. And, oh, we can't even wear it at the moment because it requires level 51. Normally what you would do is you'd put your scuba tank into the air compressor and that would fill it with air and it runs down air as you're wearing it, as you're using it in the water. It runs down that air. So, however, we cannot use it, but it will be useful to kind of keep it on hand in case there is a time when we're going to be underwater for an extended period of time and maybe we just don't want to deal with the sound of taking damage. Rare cloth pants. Always cloth here. Maybe that means the midnight will be nothing but heavy armor. We got like a level there. But we're going to hold out for just a minute. Okay, so the ocean is vast and is filled with many different species of fish. Oh, we get scales. I don't know how many, but we do get scales. You can catch some of the fish using buckets. Let's go fishing. They want us to get a tropical fish bucket and 4 dead tube coral blocks. So, let's get ourselves a bucket. I don't know where the nearest ocean would be. I could use our nature's compass, or I could just set out... Well, I'll tell you what. I've got a teleport to an ocean. So, I wonder if I can make this jump. This might be a terrible idea. I'm going to smack the ground. Ah! But we survived it. It's because environmental hazards, you take less damage from them in this pack. Or, well, I guess it's because of the way the HP works and stuff. I can't catch a seahorse. Well, let's go ahead and swim down because I do see all this coral. We're going to be looking for tube coral. For starters. And then, of course, to make it dead tube coral, we're going to take it above ground, just basically drain it out. Oh, there's whales. There's also... Oh, there's a manta ray. This is one of my favorite creatures that you can find. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Right there. Weak-spotted eagle ray. Ah. Because we're terrible people. Also, there is a hammerhead shark over here. So we can swim up on it. Now, the boss... Adept Entity Tropicraft Hammerhead. Okay. The boss is like an old hammerhead. I think it was like... Oh, he had a name, right? Let's see. I need tube coral. It's going to be blue for tube coral. But if I recall, he had a name, like a special name. There we go. Oh, actually, since we don't have Silk Touch, this is going to make us dead coral. So there's that task done. Now we just have to find some kind of tropical fish to capture. Maybe jellyfish? No, that makes bucket of jellyfish. We don't want that. I see eels. I see a fish. There's also marlin over there, or swordfish. Marlin. Red grouper. Now that makes bucket of red grouper. It's possible they may only spawn down around the coral reefs, too. Sea urchin. I doubt this is going to be it, but we'll try it. No, can't capture it. Weak tropical fish. Here we go. Tropical fish buckets. Yay. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves a boat so we can sit down for just a moment. We got some scales. How many scales? 4 scales. Okay, that helps put a dent in it at least. As far as what we need, we have 8. So we're not even halfway there. We're gonna finish this though today. Rumors have it that burning redstone and lapis lazuli in a furnace purifies them, but for what purpose? This is for going to Gaia. This is kind of like wind down quest, looks like. Yeah, and this is just going to be some crafting that we do in the overworld. So aside from scales, we now have everything from Tropicraft. Also, I did look through, and the spawn eggs don't show up for Tropicraft. So it's hard for me to say for sure, but I actually don't think that the mini-boss is in this pack. I don't believe so. That's like there's manganese and shaka ore. They might spawn underground, but you'll notice that aside from making blocks, there's no purpose for them. So I feel like maybe they're not implemented. But it does make me hopeful that Tropicraft might see like a big burst of content. I like this. I always like seeing thatch roofs added. You know, there's a few different mods that add thatched roofs, and it's always really exciting to see them added because they're just great for building, to be honest. Any kind of thatch roof, I just love it. That's one thing I wish vanilla Minecraft, I really wish more than anything, like if I could have anything added to vanilla Minecraft, it would honestly be like thatch roofs, wattle and daub, stuff like that. Because I feel like they would just be wonderful. I mean, you can kind of rig them up, you know, in vanilla, but and make something kind of similar, but I would like some actual wattle and daub blocks. And maybe with a lot of variation, kind of like, you know, how the terracottas and stuff are. And the coral blocks, you know, those saw a lot of variation added. And I would love to see that with, like, wattle and daub, to be honest. But I'm going to head out. I'm going to see about hunting down some lizards, some iguanas. Because that is what we need now, is just a whole bunch of iguana kills. I should have been doing this the entire time that I've been running around here, but I have not been. But we're going to need, what, 24 scales? So we're like a third of the way there. Not bad. Though half of those came from a quest. Okay, I wanted to pop you guys in really quickly because we did just come across these. These are special statues, and we are going to be climbing up these a little bit because these have gold blocks. Be a little bit careful as you're harvesting these. These pretty much will always have lava behind them, behind the eyes. But we got gold blocks and we got diamond blocks. So I'm always on the lookout for diamonds in this pack. Since we don't really mine in this pack, you know, we don't. But in the series, so I am going to take these diamond blocks because They will definitely come in handy. One thing I'm curious about... There's mineral sand. And actually, I don't know if it's even a special name. But I remember there being, like, special sand, right? Like, I think it was called treasure sand or something in the older versions, or something to that effect, where if you ran around, you could come across it, but it was extremely rare, and it looked just like purified sand. But if you had something like JEI, or not JEI, but Wayla or something like that, one probe, you could spot it. I'm not sure if that's still around, like the treasure, but it was always so rare that I never had much luck finding them. But I do remember that used to be a thing. So it might still be a thing. You might keep your eyes down, because you may come across one. But anyways, I am back to my iguana hunt. Okay, I just got my last scale. One thing I will say is make sure if you're looking for these, just like the Ashen, make sure you're exploring new chunks, because when I happened upon chunks I'd already explored, I was not having any luck finding iguanas and stuff, so I had to come back down around here. So make sure that you are exploring new chunks, because if you're not, then there's a pretty good chance that you're not going to be finding mobs that you're looking for. The passives and stuff will still spawn, but other things won't. But we do have our 24 scales, and we are going to... Actually, I need this one. We are going to warp home at this point. We're going to get out of the Tropicraft dimension. Now, you will notice I did not... and we got quite a bit of iguana leather here. Go ahead and dump that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get our scale set. There we go. There is the entire set of scale armor. And that is going to complete this quest here for us. So we're going to get 275,000 XP, Armor Crafter's Crate, Legendary Medium Gear, Treasure Box. Okay. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a ring, a dagger, boots, leather boots, and a bow. Whoa. But these are legendary. Why couldn't I get like a hammer? Like a level 48 hammer. Oh, these actually scale. It looks like scale to your level. So probably would have been best to wait until we popped all of our XP books, because we got a bunch of them. But we do have a level 48 ring. Now the rest of the stuff, boots and a bow, and we'll scan them just because. But I don't foresee us actually needing them. So that's a little unfortunate. We have a runed... Whoa. A runed ring with 12% nature resist, which meh, but it has 5 rune slots. That's huge. The hard-hitting dagger of critical hits. It is a dex-based dagger. Critical damage out the wazoo, and critical hit chance there. Actually pretty... I feel like that's really good physical attack damage, considering that's a dagger, and it has, like, right on par with my hammer. As far as just raw damage. That's insane. Wow. I feel like the game wants us to go like Archer at this point. I don't know. It's actually kind of tempting, to be honest. After popping this and all this stuff just jumping out. We have steadfast leather boots of rock skin with 488 dodge rating. Plus on health regen, frost resist, lightning resist. Plus on armor and stamina. What did I scan that was I don't know. Let's go ahead and pop another one. We got the runed bow. Wow, that's a ton of damage. Takes 35 dex. Has 5 rune slots. Man, I feel like... Okay, this might be something we have to consider, because I feel like if I wanted to respec Archer, now would be the time. Now would be like the perfect time to do it, because We literally got a whole bag of really good dex-based things. So that's something I might consider between episodes. I mean, I know we just got this hammer and it's great. But I did mention that I wanted to respec at some point. And so I feel like if I wanted to respec, because we've been playing Paladin since we went to like the end, right? We've been playing Paladin for a while. But I don't know, because I feel like we could go like hunting nature spec and just be like an archer, which would be kind of cool, like a druid archer. I don't know, but it's a thought. I'll consider it between episodes. You know, I'll consider that, and we might do a little respecking come next episode. Okay, so we have a quest here to basically smelt down some redstone, and these craft one at a time. Okay. But we have a quest to smelt down redstone and lapis. So I'm just going to do a stack, because why not? I'm sure whenever we go to the midnight, there's the quest, the same quest. I don't know if it'll look retroactively to see if we've done it, but one option is we could just go to the midnight, do this, and then go to the Gaia. Yeah, I'll probably just hold on to this, to be honest, till we probably won't do the last quest for Tropicraft, because I don't want to go to Gaia right now. We'll maybe just hold on to that, perhaps. But let's go ahead and grab all of our XP books, and we are going to go on a little bit of an XP popping party. I feel like this one could get me there. Seriously? Well, I tell you what, we could probably pop into this adventure map and kill a couple mobs. Maybe get a level, whatever adventure map we happen to have open. It's this one where I gotta do this at the start. But yeah, I don't know, like, I'm really thinking we might do a little bit of respecking, because I feel like the game, when you open up a legendary box like that and it's like all dex-based things, I feel like the game's like, go ahead, respec. Oh wow, these are only level 42. I mean, technically we can level from this. It's just we get nerfed XP to some degree, but I don't know, if we could come across like a boss or something like that. That actually wouldn't be too bad. Or just a bunch of blues would be good. Plate chest. Scrabble chest. I'm spoiled for choice on A's. This one's tough. Be meat? No? I don't know. This is the first one that I'm like, do we have to use every... Oh, we don't have to use every letter. Aha. Rare wand. Delirium rune word. Thorns effect level, dot damage, vitality, bonus unique drops. That's the one that we've already gotten. The one that we're actually using. I did not realize you don't have to use all the letters. Though, I think the two that we've done so far, we used all the letters. Honestly, those Scrabble chests are one of my favorite things in this pack. Like, they are absolutely a lot of fun. I like Scrabble, and oh, champion cave spiders. But I always like playing Scrabble, and really enjoy those a lot. Come here, you. Are you going to level me? Perhaps. Perhaps. I'm getting extremely close right now. There we go. There's our level. Alright, so let's go ahead. Boom. And we'll just pop back. So there's one level, and then we're going to be close to having another one. And we should get one from the quest reward from smelting this lapis and redstone. So there we go. And we'll waste like 100,000, but you know what? I don't mind. We are level 50. Okay. Might as well go ahead and do this. It's going to be gold and diamond for the flint and steel. Which, of course, the Gaia dimension is technically our last dimension. Of course, we're going to do midnight before we go there, but I guess it's our last dimension as far as these quests go. And, I mean, for the most part, we've been finishing out all the quests. We are missing... Oh, we never did hell shells yet. Enchanting, actually, especially knowing that sharpness is such a bust. Honestly, enchanting is not quite as lucrative as it would have been otherwise. So, and then we haven't done any of this stuff, really. So, and then just a variety of miscellaneous stuff. But we've got enough smelting that if we hold on to our keystone blocks and we just don't, you know, we don't place them, we don't go to Gaia. Then once we go to the midnight, we do this. That's once again only 4. And then we'll pretty much have this quest just ready to go, even if it doesn't retroactively do it. And it looks like the midnight quests are actually extremely straightforward. It looks like a lot of killing. Like a whole lot of killing. But beyond that, it's just some really basic mining. Looks like we're going to need a lot of it, though. But, yeah, this is all pretty much from mining and then mushrooms. Just get the stone, get the sticks, and that's it. Midnight's going to be pretty straightforward. Now, granted, Midnight doesn't have, like, a whole bunch of, like, you know, special mechanics or anything like that. It's not like the Between Lands or anything that's like packed with content. However, Midnight for me is one of my favorite dimensions, one of my top 5s. We're going to take 3 points in strength, but however, it's a beautiful dimension. It's got a lot of ambience, which I really respect. Be a fun one to build in, and I do quite like the dimension a lot personally. Yeah, at this point, I don't know. I mean, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to end up respecking come next episode. I'm really thinking about it, and I'm like, man, like, going down through all here, it's fun, but I feel like maybe switching up our class might be more fun. Might be just a little bit more fun. I'm glad we're picking up this, well, it might not matter, but if it did matter, I'm glad we're picking up this elemental resist because it would buff this over here as well. To the point where elements wouldn't really do much in the way of damage to us. So, I've got to let this finish smelting really, really quick. Okay, I think we got enough now. Let's go ahead. And there we go. Quest complete. Combustion. So, we now have all the quests done except for going to Gaia. Which, of course... Oh, wow. Gaia's huge. There's a huge quest line. Oh, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But we need to knock out the midnight before we go there. Which is fine. Like I said, I really like the midnight. Oh, and these... Looks like these quests are more XP than the Tropicraft ones, but they're going to be a little bit more work. Well, in some cases. It took me forever to find a tropical skeleton, but yeah, we're going to hold on to that. Now, at this point, we are going to wrap up this episode, and we're going to head to the midnight. in the next episode. But I am kind of excited because actually mining and stuff in the midnight is a lot of fun. It's spooky. It's like imagine the deep dark, but better in most cases. So, but yeah, so we're gonna head to the midnight come next episode, and then after that we're gonna be setting our sights on Gaia, I imagine. Really quickly, what level is Gaia? So I have some sort of an idea here, because Tropicraft and Midnight were 50 to 58. Gaia is 58 to 74. We can go there a few levels earlier. Could we get 5 levels? We might have to do some adventure maps before, because I wouldn't mind going to Gaia at like 55, 56, something in that range. But we might do some adventure maps before we head there. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, we are going to wrap up this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed going to Tropicraft. And I hope you guys are excited about some Midnight, because I'm excited. I actually really love the Midnight. Midnight and Atom, for me, are like the 2 dimensions within this pack that are up there as far as like really good quality dimensions. Definitely on my top 5 list of dimensions. So next episode we will continue on. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.